It's okay to say no. In a world that often equates busyness with success, many of us struggle with the simple act of saying no. Whether it's a request from a friend, an additional task at work, or a new opportunity that seems too good to pass up, the pressure to say yes can be overwhelming. I struggled with this for so many years. However, it's crucial to understand that saying no is not only acceptable, but it's essential for maintaining a balanced and healthy life. You know, society and culture often glorifies those who can juggle multiple responsibilities and always be available. It doesn't matter if it's in church or in the community or even in families. Listen, I had praised them myself in church and my circle of authority as I was one of them too. This can lead to burnout, and constantly saying yes drains your energy and leave you feeling exhausted. It can also build at times resentment in your heart toward others and toward yourself when you agree to things you don't want to do. It's okay to say no. Additionally, sometimes spreading yourself too thin, it can compromise the quality of your walk and your work with God and relationships. Remember, you're not God. You can be in everything and you cannot be in any place and every place. And therefore, it's become very important that understanding the positive impact of saying no can make it actually easier for you to set boundaries. Saying no will protect your time. Saying no will allow you actually to prioritize and focus on what truly matters to you. Saying no will reduce stress and prevent burnout when you learn to decline additional and extra responsibilities. When you learn to focus on fewer tasks, you can actually give more attention and effort to each one of those tasks, improving literally your overall quality. Scripture says in Luke chapter 10, verse 41 to 42, Martha, Martha, that Jesus speaking to Martha. You are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed. Few things are needed, but you're worried about many things. Today, many people don't sleep because they are worried about too many things. And therefore, saying no doesn't have to be awkward or confrontational. You can decline requests respectfully by being honest and direct. You just need to clearly communicate your reasons for saying no without feeling the need to over-explain or try to convince the other person because you're feeling so bad. Let me give you an example. You could say, for example, brother, I'm not able to take on this task right now due to other commitment that I have. That's a good way of saying no. If possible, you can also offer alternatives or different timelines that work better for you. Like you could say, my dear sister, I can't help this weekend, but guess what? I'm available next weekend. That will be an amazing way of saying no. Clear and truthful. And I want you to understand this. We just don't say no to be rude. We have to practice empathy by acknowledging the other person's feeling and showing appreciation as well for their understanding. So you don't need to be rude. For instance, you could say, I appreciate you thinking of me, and I hope you find the help you need, because at this time, I can't help, but I will be available next weekend. That's empathy. In other words, you appreciate the fact they thought of you, and therefore you speak to them graciously. This is a time where we have to be confident in the decisions we make. and avoid being swayed by guilt and condemnation and pressure. I'm speaking to you. Remember, your well-being comes first. Think about times when you say yes out of obligation or feeling bad. When you say yes and you know down deep within you couldn't deliver it. How did it impact you? Reflecting on these experiences can actually help you understand the importance of setting boundaries and prioritize your own needs. You get frustrated. You disappointed them because you couldn't deliver. You know what the scripture says in Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23? Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flow from it. And so guarding your heart often means knowing when to say no, so you can protect your emotional and also spiritual well-being. Saying no, it's okay. Saying no is not a sign of weakness or selfishness or wickedness. It is simply an act of self-respect. It's also an act of wisdom. Not only respect to you, but respect for the other person who's asking you. As you're listening to me, by the end of this day, you will have a chance to apply what I just taught you. And I want to encourage you, do it and do it well, and do it with grace, and do it with style, and do it kindly. It is okay to say no. God bless you.